Chapter 9. Description of Śivatattva. Brahma began his tale, his voice reverberating with reverence and awe as he recounted the divine events. Upon hearing Vishnu's heartfelt eulogy, Lord Shiva, the ocean of mercy, smiled and chose to reveal himself before us. As he emerged from the boundless ether, his presence was majestic and overwhelming, yet calming. By his side stood Parvati, his eternal consort, radiating beauty and grace, a reflection of the universe's feminine energy. Shiva, in all his celestial grandeur, appeared before us with 5 resplendent faces, each radiating a different hue of divine light. His 3 eyes, symbols of time, past, present and future, shone with the brilliance of countless stars. A crescent moon adorned his forehead, adding a mystic glow, while his thick matted locks, the very origin of the celestial Ganges, cascaded down his broad shoulders. His complexion was a divine white, glowing with a purity that no earthly light could match. His eyes, wide and all-seeing, were filled with compassion and wisdom, yet they bore the intensity of 1,000 suns. His entire being was dusted with sacred ash, symbolizing his mastery over death and rebirth. With 10 mighty arms, each carrying weapons and symbols of power, he stood ready to protect and uphold cosmic balance. His neck, a deep, mesmerizing blue, bore the mark of his valor. The poison halahala, consumed during the churning of the ocean to save the cosmos from destruction. He was adorned with the most precious of divine ornaments, yet his true beauty lay in his transcendence of material splendor. Across his forehead were 3 sacred lines of ash, a mark of his eternal connection to the ultimate truth. Vishnu and I, overwhelmed by the sight of the great god, fell to our knees and began praising him once more, words flowing from us as naturally as rivers seeking the ocean. The joy of seeing him filled our hearts, and our devotion shone through every syllable. Lord Shiva, ever the merciful, was pleased by our devotion. His gaze softened, and with a gentle breath, he exhaled the Vedas into Vishnu, conferring upon him the ultimate knowledge, the secret of the supreme Ātman. His infinite wisdom, which governed all creation, preservation and destruction, was thus shared. Out of his boundless compassion, he also conferred this knowledge upon me. Vishnu, now enlightened and content, bowed deeply before Shiva, palms pressed together in deep reverence. With a voice full of humility, he asked, "O Lord of all, how may we properly worship you? How may we meditate on you? What pleases you most, and how shall we serve you eternally?" Shiva, with his ever-compassionate smile, responded, "O noble ones, I am greatly pleased by your devotion. Cast aside all your fears and recognize me as the supreme deity. Worship me in the form of the liṅga, for this is the manifestation of my endless energy and presence. Meditate upon this form as you see it now, for it represents the fullness of my being. When my liṅga is worshipped with true devotion, I shall bestow all the blessings that one's heart desires. Any misery or suffering shall be obliterated when my liṅga is revered." Then Shiva revealed a profound truth. "You, Vishnu and Brahmā, are born of my own Prakriti, Brahma from my right side and you, Vishnu, from my left. I am the supreme Ātman, and all that exists flows from me. I shall grant you both boons, for your devotion is unwavering. Brahma, you shall continue to create the universe as per my will, and Vishnu, you shall sustain and protect all that is mobile and immobile in the cosmos." With these words, Shiva granted us the mode of his worship, a sacred method through which his blessings flow abundantly. He instructed that his form be created in clay and worshipped with the deepest reverence, ensuring the world's welfare. Vishnu, ever humble, once again bowed to Shiva and said, "O Lord, if you are truly pleased with us, grant us this boon. May our devotion to you be eternal and unwavering. Though you are nirguna, beyond all qualities and attributes, we pray that you incarnate in the universe to guide and protect us in our times of need." Shiva, ever gracious, agreed. "Though I am beyond all forms and attributes, I shall manifest as Rudra, born through you, Brahma. This manifestation will not be lesser than myself, for he is me and I am him. In the universe I shall appear as Shiva and Rudra, yet know that they are not different. They are simply 2 sides of the same essence, just as gold remains gold regardless of the ornament it becomes." Shiva explained further, "This form of Rudra shall arise for the dissolution of the universe when the time comes. But know that I am beyond all such actions. I am the supreme Brahman, unchanging and eternal, the very essence of existence, knowledge and bliss. In the cosmic cycle, I manifest as Brahma for creation, as Vishnu for preservation, and as Rudra for dissolution, yet I remain ever unchanged, forever beyond the limits of the gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas. As his words echoed in the divine space, Shiva revealed the profound unity among us. You, Vishnu, Brahma and Rudra are all forms of my own self. There is no difference between us, for all is one in my eternal form. The division is merely for the function of the universe, but the essence remains undivided and pure. Then Shiva, with his deep wisdom, conferred on Vishnu the authority to guard Brahma, ensuring the eternal cycle of creation, preservation and dissolution continues without hindrance. He foretold that during the Kalpa, called Padma, Brahma would be born from Vishnu and both would see his divine form once more. As his words faded into the vastness, we, Vishnu and I, bowed low before him, our hearts brimming with devotion and gratitude. The Supreme Lord had not only granted us the wisdom of the cosmos, but also revealed the sacred truth of our oneness with him. His words still ring in my ears, a reminder that though we may appear distinct, we are but reflections of the same divine flame, Shiva, the eternal, the endless, the all-knowing. With that, Brahma's voice fell silent, leaving the sage to ponder the boundless wisdom shared in that divine encounter.